Good day, everybody, and welcome to episode 12 of One Life Live It podcast. I'm your host, Steve Callahan, and I am incredibly blessed that you have taken the time today to join and listen. Last week, we had an incredible journey, um, connection on our previous episode of how to learn to let go of what you can't control, and the feedback was absolutely amazing. The interactions, the private messages, the emails, the text, everything was just fantastic. And it's really where we want to go today. We are living a life of fear, a life that we feel that we can't control. And how do we learn to let it go and enjoy the flow of the moment? For the past couple of years, we have lived a life of unexpectations, of surprise, of pullback, of mandates, and it has caused us to live in fear. And we really need to live, to truly, truly live. So I want to build off last week's episode, and I want to talk about how to really learn to let go of what you can't control. Last week we talked about the bones of it. Where does it come from? Where do those feelings of fear arise? And what's important now is, well, how do I move beyond that? How do I truly move beyond that? So I've got 5 tips for learning how to let go. And I want to share them with you today. And maybe you can share me yours. Maybe you can DM, text, email, any of those concerns that you may have, no matter where you're to all around this beautiful globe. I'm coming to you live from the tropical island of Newfoundland, but wherever you may be to in your present journey, I would love for you to share an insight with you. And I can share that on future episodes as to how to truly learn to let go of what you can't control. So I'm going to share 5. See, learning to let go is not as difficult as you might think, but it does take some courage and determination. So here we go. Here's 5. Number 1, stop blaming others. That is so powerful. Stop blaming others. See, we often blame others for our misfortunes. In such cases, we feel we're the victim of others' injustices. While this may indeed be the case, we cannot waste our time and our lives waiting for other people to repair the harm they did to us. Think about that. We cannot waste our time for other people to repair the harm that they did to us. They may be unwilling, or here's the key point, unable. They may be unable. So it's up to us to take the responsibility for our happiness. It really is. It's up to us. Don't wait for others to fix you. Don't wait for others to fix you. Don't wait for them to act before you start living your life. I love that. Number 2, make a decision to let go. The toughest thing in life is to make a decision. So the toughest decision right here is to make that one to just let go. Let it go. Let it go. I once heard someone say how easy it was for him to quit smoking once he made the decision. We often say it took me 15 years to get to that point to quit smoking, when that's not true. It took you 15 seconds. It took you just 1 second. The process may have taken a little longer. The process afterwards may have taken a little longer. The adjustments in your life, but the decision was instant to make. As hard as it is, and I don't bypass that, but it gets easier when you truly resolve to move forward. We often say we want to change something in our life, but make a half-hearted effort to do so. See, if you really want to make a change in your life, then you have to get serious about it. You have to really get serious. It would help if you put that decision in writing. It is the most powerful thing you can do, is to take that blue pen, blue because it's personal, and then really make that decision. Write it down. Write it down. Yes, kids, write it down. If you were able to say, I have decided to let go of blank, whatever that might be, and then go on to say, I realize that holding on to this is preventing me from growing and being happy. You can expand on this by listing more of the benefits you'll receive and how you look forward to a new chapter in your life. But once you've written your decision statement, print it and post it someplace where you'll see it every day. And also copy it. Copy it by hand in a notebook. Yeah, a notebook regularly, such as once a day, until you're certain that you can't and never will go back. This will ingrain it in you. It will be like something tattooed to you. And it'll be tattooed in your mind and in your heart. That's the place that most matters. Number three, trust that you're going to be okay. Trust that you're going to be okay when you let go. One of the reasons we hold on to things is that we think we need them to survive. Remember, letting go is the release of our mental and emotional fixation on something. It's not a physical letting go. Sometimes we hold on to things that are already physically gone. They've left. They've already left us, yet we're the ones that are hanging on to them. Let it go. If something is physically gone and you're reading this, it means you haven't died. So letting go isn't going to kill you. In fact, you'll be able to truly live your life free of that emotional attachment. And that's what this one life is all about. You have to trust that you'll be okay. If you have to, lean on a friend. Your experience isn't unique. It isn't. You're not someone special. You're not. Chances are that many other people have gone through the same experience. And guess what? They survived. You don't have to go through a detachment by yourself. Reach out, ask. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. Number four, learn the lesson. See, it's important to learn the lesson and move on. Life is happening for us, not to us. Life is a series of experiences that are meant to teach us important lessons. When we refuse to let go of something, it's because we refuse to see what life is trying to teach us. That's it. We refuse the lesson. And as a result, we feel stuck, feel like we can't move on. When you're having trouble letting go of something, ask yourself this: what can I learn from this experience? What can I learn? The answer may not be revealed to you immediately, but when it is, and when you're ready to hear it, you'll be able to let go and move on with your life, your one life. Now, I'm going to get back to something a little later. I'm going to share number five with you very shortly. But if you take the time to email me, to reach out, to direct message me on any platform that you wish to do so. If you want to text 709-746-8780, I'm going to share with you privately 10 little tips to let go of the past and move on. Let go of the past and really enjoy the present, the gift that it is. I'll share those with you. Reach out privately. Do so. Now, number five, this is one I struggle with. I really do. And I try to find ways in which to help. And I'm going to look for guidance on this. And I'm going to ask you that is listening right now, whether it's at home, privately, whether you're driving, whatever that may be, I'm going to ask you to help me with this one because this one is a struggle for me. But I do know the power in it. And I find other ways to escape. But I really think that this is something I need help with you. And I'm asking you for your guidance to reach out to me. I'm asking you to nudge me along the way. But number five, and I believe in this so much that I'm asking for the help, is meditate. Meditation can make just about any situation better. In this case, it can help us calm our emotions, gain clarity, and give us the inner strength to let go. Now, I've used this in writing and journaling. I've used those to separate the emotions from what the aspects of what's really happening is going on. I use writing, but I want to get to that level of even deeper calmness. See, it can help us stay calm and positive when things in our life get out of control. When we meditate, we give our mind a break. Too much sensory stimulation, digital distraction, too much overload isn't good for an agitated mind, which leads to overwhelming emotions. So by calming our thoughts, we reduce the thoughts that trigger our painful emotions. I love to do that journaling. I love to do that writing. And I think I need to go to another level. And I'm asking for you to help guide me that way. When we calm our mind, everything naturally becomes clearer. The fewer unnecessary thoughts that we have in our mind, the easier it is to process more. And it's easier for us to really see the insightful, purposeful thoughts that we're meant to have. It's like being stuck in a traffic jam versus being on a road free of traffic. The frustration that amounts from a traffic jam is unbearable. Yet when we're just guiding along, looking in the front rather than the rear view mirror, we feel free. We feel freedom. We feel like life truly is a highway. Thanks, Tom Cochran. When our mind is calm, it's much easier to gain clarity on issues of importance to us. Of importance. As we calm our emotions and gain clarity, we develop great inner strength. This enables us to gain wisdom, self-esteem, self-confidence. And this inner strength helps us to go of unhealthy things in our lives. I want you to hear that again. This inner strength helps us to let go of unhealthy things in our lives. We get clarity with our mindset and our heart set. We become aligned with those things that are important to us. So I want you to give it a try. If you can't get to that level that I need to get to, if you can't get to that level, I want you to journal. I want you to write. I want you to just grab that scribbler and let it go. Let the pen be the connection to your mindset and heart set. You don't have to do it perfectly or for long periods of time. All you have to do is just sit quietly and for a few minutes, allow yourself to write, allow yourself to journal, allow yourself to let it go. It's going to give your mind a rest. It's going to allow your thoughts to settle down naturally. I guess a final thought for me on this today, on this part of the journey, on this life nudge to living your best life. I know from personal experience that letting go can be really hard and even scary. But in my 50 years, my 50 years that I've been on this beautiful earth planet, I've had to let go of many things. And I thought I needed to survive by hanging on to those. Yet I'm still alive. And from somebody who was hours away from death, even minutes, I'm still here. And I'm learning to let go more and more every day. In fact, I'm quite happy. I've learned to let go, and so can you. It gets easier. With time and experience, once you realize how liberating it can be to let go of things and have a few successes under your belt, you'll be able to let go before something causes you great harm. The red flag will pop up and you'll say, hey, this ain't for me. Before you even go down the journey, you're going to recognize there's a better path. And that's what life's all about. In time, you'll be able to move beyond just letting go and not get attached to things in the first place. When this happens, then you'll know the true meaning of freedom. The true meaning of freedom. I want to thank you so much for the opportunity to share these moments with you, to converse back and forth, to connect privately. It's been a true blessing, and I'm so thankful for you to be on this journey with us. Whatever your preferred means of listening to this, I'm going to ask you to share, like, subscribe. We are on all the major platforms right now, and we are truly creating a community of connection, allowing everybody to enjoy and share in the nudges that we have and truly living our best one life. I love you.